Gas Buddy is the new Pokemon Go. Carnage is not only the state of the world, but it's also going to be in Venom's brand new movie. The pandemic has ruined celebrity relationships everywhere, and Jake Paul's gotcha hat has also got him a black eye, a bloody mouth, and possibly millions of dollars in sales. What's going on, everybody? Plymouth Jones here from ScrewUp TV, and this is What's Happening. Okay, all right, we are back, guys. Welcome. We are live here in the studio. Welcome to What's Happening, guys. This is our weekly entertainment show where we tell you guys what's happening in the world of news and entertainment today. Yeah. That's right. We have a brand new setup. As you can see, we're working on some new things, but we have some familiar faces in the studio. First off, let's give an introduction to Mr. John Bonds.
Hey, what's up, y'all? John Bonds in the studio. What's happening with ScrewUp TV? Handy Cam. Big Cam.
There we go.
Big team,
go. All teams.
Big rings.
All day big rings, big things we got going on.
Shout out to the other star of the podcast, Natascha.
Yeah, thanks. Hey guys, what's up? You know, just the only girl here hanging around.
That's okay. But we're all artists. We're all in the artist hemisphere, guys. So how does it feel? How does it feel like being in like the new studio?
I love it. It's such a vibe.
Just a whole different kind of setup. You know, we're no longer doing the Zoom calls.
Right.
You know, I think we've come so far because like when COVID first happened and we first revamped the What's Happening, because you used to do this and bringing it back.
Yeah.
We used to send you video clips and getting it chopped together, and then we hopped on the Zoom and we did it all together, and now we're here.
It's an evolving piece.
It's growth.
It's an evolving piece.
Beautiful growth.
Well, I'm happy about growth and beautiful growth. But let's talk about that. Came out wrong, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's okay. So
Growth is always great.
Growth is always great. Also, but do you know what has also been growing? Gas prices. Recently, we have had we've had a gas shortage out here on the East Coast. A pipeline got hacked, and gas lines are crazy. I'm not a fan.
You know, the crazy thing about the gas shortage is that I had no idea that there was a gas shortage, let alone chaos and lines at the gas station. I found out Wednesday and actually needed gas.
What prompted you to realize there was a problem?
Well, someone told me.
Okay.
And they were like, yeah, it's been on the news for the past couple of days. And I was like, well, I purposely choose to not watch the news just as like a mental health like boundary. You know what I mean? Like I'll watch the news, but because I'm so sensitive, I need to know when to step away from certain things.
Moderation.
But see, then I didn't know about the gas shortage.
But see, the thing is, it's crazy. There wouldn't have even been a shortage had people not freaked out and gone to the pumps. Like, if people didn't start filling cargo pants full of gasoline.
Or Tupperware.
Yes. Or laundry baskets.
Water bottles.
Come on. Like, what are we doing? Look, man, every single time there's a reason to panic, the world, at least our country, proves that we are not prepared for emergencies. Everybody panics. Everybody freaks out. Buy all the food, all the bread, all the butter, all the gas.
Right.
And I just think it's crazy that all of this was brought about. So it was by a group called Darkside, Operation Darkside, based out of Russia, right? And they demanded $5 million from the Colonial Pipeline, and the Colonial Pipeline people paid this Russian group $5 million for their data and to unlock everything. And like it was just ransomware.
Wait. So they paid the money and then they still got hacked?
So no, I mean, so it's kind of like the phishing. So they sent ransomware is when someone sends you like a fake or false link.
Gotcha.
Somebody clicked the link and it locked everything up.
Yes.
If you want your stuff back, you got to pay us $5 million.
Somebody sounds like they are fired.
Yeah.
I definitely don't know all the details about it, but I think it's quite interesting. I didn't hop out because I'm not waiting in no line. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna wait till like after midnight to go out and go, because like I'm we were talking about like I'm a night owl. I'm gonna be up. I don't have time for that. But when I did finally go, and I just wasn't paying attention, I was like, oh, nobody's here. I got gas, buddy.
There you go.
Found a spot. Put $20 in my tank, and that thing barely hit half.
Oh, God.
I was like, what in the world is going on here? Not happy about that at all. You know.
That's just ridiculous.
I got lucky. The day I found out, I was not able to get any gas. And then the very next day, on my way back home from work, I just got lucky. I waited maybe 5 minutes and was in and out. And they had like all the options of gas.
There you go.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How much was it? Because I've seen it as high as...
It was like 2 something.
Okay, I've seen it as high as $3.49.
Oh, no.
$3.20 something. Yep.
The highest I saw was like $2.89.
I need to go where y'all at because they killing us for gas where I'm at.
Sheesh.
Yeah, well, you on the rich side of town.
I'm not by the mall. I'm in the hood. What are you talking about?
South part of Charlotte.
In Pineville?
I mean, Pineville ain't far from Valentine.
It's Valentine don't claim Pineville.
I know. Valentine is its own little province. They just don't want to even be a part of Mecklenburg.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a little much.
I think things are going back to normal now, though. Like I've seen more gas trucks on the roads. Like I've seen more stations.
So did we pay the ransom?
Yeah, no, they paid the $5 million.
No, us, America.
The Colonial Pipeline Company.
Oh.
Paid them.
Oh, so now we straight.
Oh yeah, we straight.
Okay, thank you for being my news.
Yeah,
I just don't. I mean, first of all, I think it's first of all, we got it back on, which is awesome. You know, we got the gas back on. If that's what happened, I think that's stupid. How did we let some foreign entity come?
It's really easy. So, okay, I watch The Daily Show with Trevor Noah every night, and like he was talking about this the other night.
Love him.
And yeah, shout out him as well. And apparently, ransomware is really easy to get on the dark web.
I'm about to fix my student loans. I'm about to take care of my whole life.
Yeah, CNN was talking about it, and it's just ransomware, and it's a cyber attack. That's crazy.
What else is happening in the news? Where are we at?
There's a Chinese rocket situation.
Yeah. So what's look, man. I mean, we talking about foreign and stuff happening. Like I heard about Chinese rockets coming out and like they send like Chinese rockets up to the air and pieces were falling down and they were like, we don't know where it's gonna fall. And I was like, y'all need to figure that out because if one piece of Chinese rocket falls on my head,
right.
on my house,
right,
be upset.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it was 10 stories tall, like 23 tons. It was gonna fall everywhere.
I need them to figure like luckily like it fell in the ocean in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, that's a great place for it to fall.
You got something against the Indian Ocean?
No.
I mean, what if it fell on like a family of dolphins?
Like, you know what I mean? They were not happy about.
Rest in peace to those dolphins that it didn't happen to.
Or maybe they get powers. Rocket dolphins shoot up into the air, shoot into space, have powers. Watch us. Maybe this has happened before. I'm just saying.
Right.
That sounds terrifying.
Well, look, guys. What sounds terrifying is pure and unadulterated carnage, and I'm not talking about what's just happening in the world right now. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the sequel to the new Venom movie. Yes. Let There Be Carnage. We just watched the trailer. Natascha, what are your first thoughts about that?
Let there be a white man with some beautiful, big, old, juicy lips. I am here for
Venom?
it. Yeah, the guy who plays Venom.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy. Yeah. No, I'm excited for it. I love the first. I loved the first Venom. It was so good. It gave me.
What's the plot?
His big lips.
I was about to say, did you watch the movie?
Other big things,
or
but
were you
his
just
lips
watching?
are what we're allowed to see. Because it's PG-13. Is it? What is it rated? Is it rated R or is it PG-13?
It was rated PG-13.
Okay. I love it.
There was a huge debate because everybody wanted it to be rated R.
It gives me Deadpool vibes, but like a different type of...
A PG-13 Deadpool.
Right. Exactly. No, I'm here for it. I love it. I love it. I love that Venom has his own voice and it's like, a 2-in-1 type of situation.
Yeah.
So I love it.
I dig it.
Here for it.
It looks really cool. I guess I'm a little confused now. Okay, so Venom is part of the Spider-Man universe, yes?
Yeah. Okay. Well, hold on. Now, look, in the comics, absolutely.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this Spider-Man is in the Marvel universe now. Mm-hmm. Does that mean Venom is in the Marvel universe as well?
Do we want to go here? You want me?
I have the question.
Do you want to go there? Okay. So here's the thing. If you want to get to the root of it all happened back in the 90s, right? Okay. Back in the 90s, Marvel. Back in the 1900s. Back in the 90s, Marvel Studios was running out of money. The comic, so what they did is just sold off a whole bunch of characters to movies so they can get some money back, right?
Yeah.
So that's how all this mess started. So like Fox bought the X-Men. Sony had the opportunity to buy all of Marvel for like $21 million, but decided on only buying Spider-Man for like $10 million. I'm sure they're kicking themselves.
Right.
So like Spider-Man. So Sony had Spider-Man. Fox had X-Men. And there was always issues with those, like the comic book fans would always have issues with those movies in some way, Blade,
of
whatever.
Course.
And so that's when Marvel was like, we just gonna make our own studio. Right. And that's when Iron Man came out. They started making their own studio, but they still had licenses out of their other, So like the X-Men was still owned by Fox, Spider-Man was still owned by Sony. So there could be no crossover, even though in the comics. They're all in the same universe. Recently, so Sony I think back in 2016, they're about to go under. Like they're about to go under, and so their best property was the Spider-Man property. That's why they kept rebooting it because they would always bring them money.
Yeah.
But then the Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield tanked, did bad, and they're like, we're screwed. And by that point, Marvel was killing it.
Yeah.
And so like. Marvel was like, hey, we see y'all struggling. Y'all want to make a deal? And so Sony and Marvel made a deal where Sony could lease out, can give back Spider-Man for Marvel's movies, so then they can use the new Spider-Man. Sony can still make their movies, their Spider-Man movies. Marvel gets no money from the Spider-Man movies, but they can put like Iron Man in it. It's just like co-marketing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so Sony has Spider-Man, but they're also trying to make their own universe with, like, well, we can't have two Spider-Mans going on at the same time. Right. But we also don't want to have to ask Marvel for permission to do everything, so we're just going to make Venom. And so then they started creating Venom. They started making their own world of Venom with no Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And, it's weird. It's weird. It's definitely look, growing up as a comic book fan, man, early on, I grew up and realized, hey, man, it's not going to be like the comics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just accepted that. And also in the comics, there's like 1,000 different alternate realities and whatever. Right. So I just take this. This is the movie verse. This is the Venom verse. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can just separate everything like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, they always have the option to like merge the worlds together, but I think for right now, they're going to go ahead and keep them separate.
Because I watched the trailer and I'm always expecting Spider-Man to come swinging in sometime.
Yep. It's weird. It's weird, man. Like it's weird. It's like having a Lex Luthor show and there's no Superman that exists. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Like, I guess it's really just strange to see Venom as the protagonist.
He's always been an anti-hero. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like obviously he got introduced as like an antagonist and a villain, but in the comics he ended up getting his. I mean, he wasn't as beautiful in the comics. He was just like drawn.
Yeah.
Shout out Jessica
The
Rabbit.
live action one is beautiful.
But the comics would always like Venom had a few different series by himself where he was doing his own thing. Spider-Man existed in the universe. He just wouldn't be in all those comics. Sometimes he'd hop in. And that's y'all's weekly little comic book.
Yeah.
Things I did not know.
I'm excited, because I mean, once you get past that, for some reason, there's no Spider-Man in this universe. You just accept that. Then you're like, okay, that's fine. But there's Carnage. Carnage was always cool because Venom, he would always say like, we are Venom. You know what I mean? It was what's his name? Eddie Brock, and then the symbiote, right? And they would always like be a team. But Carnage, the symbiote that attached to him, his name, the guy that Woody Harrelson plays, his name is Cletus Cassidy.
I love him.
And Cletus Cassidy was like a serial killer before Carnage even got there. And so when Carnage got to him, they call themselves like one person. So it's like I'm Carnage. So it's all different crazy types of levels on that. You know what I mean? Just and I think overall the comic book universe is has always been kind of crazy and confusing and wild, but I think now with like more Marvel movies coming out, it's being more palatable to like the general audience. Yeah. Hence what we have happening with Phase 4 in the Marvel and the MCU. We just watched the MCU Phase 4 trailer. It's been over 10 years of Marvel films and whatnot. We had Endgame. Now we got all the stuff on Disney Plus. John, how you feeling about Phase 4?
Boy, Phase 4. Okay. And again, Phase 4, I just have questions about. So, like, I feel the same way about Black Widow as I do about Hawkeye. Mm-hmm. You know, Hawkeye don't have real powers. He has a bow and arrow.
Yep.
You know, Black Widow, she don't. I mean, she kicks a lot of ass.
She kicks ass.
I'm not gonna put that past her. But like, if she was to go up against Wanda,
it'd be a whole different story.
What are you gonna do? Like,
right.
What are you gonna do? Like, I can't. There's nothing you can do. So like, and then there's another one, Shang-Chi, and the trailer looked dope.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge comic dude, so I don't know who he is in the universe.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, like, I'm excited for what's happened. I'm excited for what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I love what has already happened.
Yep.
I don't know. Marvel's never disappointed me. Mm-hmm. DC has, but Marvel hasn't.
Oh God, yeah.
Right? DC has fallen off a cliff. Right. Natascha, what do you think about the whole phase
I mean,
4?
I'm excited for more movies that are about the shows that I watched growing up. I mean, my brother and I, we were obsessed with, Saturday morning cartoons and watching all of those superheroes. So give me more of that. Feed my little inner child, and I'm good. Right. I'm good. Yep. Maybe smoke before and enjoy it a little bit even more. Who knows?
It is.
Yeah, good time. Good
cartoons.
Good visuals. Like so when Endgame happened, when I was like, how am I gonna get interested in anything after this?
Right.
Because I mean, they hit such a huge peak, such a huge, like they had Infinity War, which left everybody in the theaters like, stunned. What?
Right.
So the movie's done. You want me to leave the theater without knowing what's happening? Black Panther just got dusted. Like, come on. Like,
you want me
to wait for a year? Come on. And then when Endgame came out, it destroyed the whole box office.
Yeah.
They had movie theaters literally open for 24 hours.
Yeah, they had to.
Like it had to. It made $2.8 billion at the bottom. That's insane. That is insane.
I'm saying that's Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That's Jay. Come on,
just Jay-Z.
It's just Jay-Z. So it's just like, so I was just curious to see what they were going to do next. I saw the lineup and I was like, I get it, but how are you going to top what you did? And I think what they're doing is really interesting as far as how, because they knew. Once you go so big, you got to start over small, and so they're going back and doing like the Disney Plus shows, the WandaVision, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, the slow build up to the next thing.
Slow build up.
Slow build. And one thing I want to say, and this I believe was kind of proved in what was it, the Winter Soldier movie, like the Black Widow film, they're clearly not gonna have nobody like Thanos fight as a villain. You know what I mean? It's going to be some espionage kind of spy.
Right.
Yeah.
And one thing I think the Marvel Universe has always been good at doing is like finding ways not to just be a superhero genre. Right. They find different other things. Like everybody says Winter Soldier was like a spy thriller. You got Ant-Man, which is kind of a comedy. You know what I mean? So like they find different genres within the overall superhero just to keep it fresh. That's
That's true.
And so just it's interesting to see how they're kind of building things up as far as, all the shows. They got the apparently WandaVision's going into the new Doctor Doom movie, the Multiverse of Madness. Nice. Which is crazy because, WandaVision had Quicksilver from the X-Men universe because Disney bought Fox like, 3-4 years ago. And we've been so like Disney bought Fox like 4 years ago.
Okay.
So that's how like Disney Plus has like the whole Simpsons catalog. They got everything Fox ever. The only thing that's not that they didn't buy is Fox News. But like Fox Entertainment, Disney, right? But Fox Entertainment, Disney has it all. So it's always been like now that y'all got Fox, y'all gonna put the X-Men in there. You know what I mean? Now that y'all own them,
right?
And so they put Quicksilver from the X-Men universe in WandaVision. Spoiler alert.
You should have already seen it. You
should have already seen it.
Yeah, seriously.
But then at the end of the Phase 4 trailer, they showed the Fantastic Four. The four from the Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four, which was also owned by Fox, and now Disney owns Fox, and now we might finally get a good Fantastic Four movie that's not named The Incredibles.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, so in thinking about Fantastic Four, Captain America has been It's not Chris Pratt. What's his name?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans has been the Flame.
Human Torch.
Human Torch. Yeah, same deal.
Flame on.
It's fire.
I'm saying,
flame on.
Flame on. Him, Michael B. Jordan. Who else would they get to play? Who would be a suitable replacement for Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan?
Anybody. They were both terrible as the role. I'm not. No.
Shots fired.
Yeah, no. I mean, those movies just weren't that great.
You don't think so?
The Fantastic Four movies?
Yeah.
They weren't great.
I like the
you think
one
they
with
were great?
Jessica Alba.
You think that was great?
I think I thought it was great just because she was in it.
I think your bar is set pretty high.
I remember being a kid and laughing at the trailer.
Yeah.
Like
I enjoyed it.
Like there's a part in the trailer where Jessica Alba was like, I forgot what the line was. It was like Dr. Doom said something like, "You won't do something." And she was like, "No, I will."
Let's not fight.
No, let's.
And she sends her power. It was the weirdest looking thing. And I was like, that looks kind of corny. And I feel like they took it out. They took it out the movie, like because me and my brother were like laughing about it.
Oh my
we couldn't wait to
gosh.
be in the theaters and watch it. And they took it out because it was whack.
I loved it. I was there for it. I loved her blonde hair.
It was a good movie. It was not a great movie.
not a great
It was
movie.
not a great.
No, it wasn't.
movie.
It wasn't amazing. I wasn't like blown.
How many
away.
times did you watch it?
A lot of times, just because I love her so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watched it a couple times.
obsessed with her.
It was not in game. You're right.
It was not Endgame. Nothing was
No,
Endgame.
no. Endgame's a whole nother level.
Yeah, no. Jessica Alba, wasn't she in Coyote Ugly?
Yeah.
No.
Tyra Banks was, I think.
I don't know.
Ooh, I should know that.
I don't know. Well, regardless, I don't think they've ever hit the mark. I mean, they've had like 4 or 5 different tries on Fantastic Four. They had the one that came out in the 90s that didn't come out. You had to buy it bootleg from I got it from a comic convention. It's terrible. Then they got the 2 with Chris Evans, with a Silver Surfer in the second one. Yeah. Those were both awful because, first of all, the second one, they ruined Galactus. They made him a poop cloud as opposed to making him like a villain. Then
You said a poop cloud.
then in the Michael B. Jordan one, I mean, honestly, the first hour was pretty solid in that movie, and then it just completely fell apart. But there's a lot of production issues where they like kicked the director out of the editing room, and they took it. It was a whole thing. I can't wait for all the new stuff.
Right.
I'm pretty excited.
I'm hype.
I'm hype, but you know what I'm hype about? We talk about what's going on. I'm hype about my man Jermaine. I'm happy about my man Jermaine Cole, who just dropped the off season. Man,
Already a classic, by the way.
Already classic.
Instantly.
And I know people be like, "How could it be an instant classic? How could it be an instant classic? What you mean? How can you be?" Because it is.
Because it is.
Because
he's from North Cackalack, and we said so.
Come on, man. Who is putting out stuff like that right now?
Put your hood up. Put your hood up.
Come on.
It's nasty. Right?
It was dope.
Applying pressure.
Applying pressure. Come on.
What's the hands one?
Punching in the clock.
Yeah.
What was hold my hand?
Hold my hand.
What is it? Pride is the
devil.
Pride
is the devil.
Yeah.
Hard. 95 South.
95 South. 95.
Yo, Amari.
Can we just say I can't remember which album it was, but KOD, where he talked about how he would never have anybody feature on his shit, and now he's got people featuring on his shit. Barely, but I'm here for it.
Right.
I'm here for it.
And they're not even like they're like
21 was on there.
Yeah, 21 was on 21.
Little baby went off.
Yo,
you know
baby,
what I mean?
He does.
Everything. Cameron did the opening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Got Lil Jon on there.
Lil Jon. Yeah. I'm a big fan of J. Cole. I mean, we've been missing his music. You know, obviously there's all these. I mean, there's this younger generation that's putting out music, not not knocking them at all. They put out good music, but from my generation, 80s babies, you know, we just grew up with a different type of music and different caliber of music. Where a lot of music I listen to now, I don't listen for the lyrics. You know,
right? You just listen to it to
I listen.
Shake.
You know what I mean? And it's nothing wrong with either one, but
yeah.
You need your vegetables too. Is all I'm saying.
I love that he's playing basketball in Africa.
Rwanda, man, it's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yes.
How many rappers are doing that? I can't think of one.
Not a one.
Okay, so
I mean, Quavo be hooping, but he don't hoop in Africa.
Akon's building Akon City in Africa.
That's true.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
He sure
Nice.
is.
he's put I think over a couple $100 million, maybe a couple $1 billion in Africa. He put a lot of money out there.
See, that's what you're supposed to do
Yeah.
for your community.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, he said
Send the
he's making
elevator
his
back
own-
down.
He said he's making his own crypto over there as well.
Is he?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll buy some Akon coin.
Everybody getting rich. Everybody in it getting rich.
What do y'all think about crypto? You know, Elon Musk is he's like the Willy Wonka of the world. He's like, everybody buy Bitcoin. Psych, nigga, we ain't taking Bitcoin.
Bitcoin for your ass.
I'm not familiar with the whole Bitcoin stuff. It's not my lane.
You don't have any Bitcoin? You don't have any doggy coin? Any
No,
Doge?
I've
You
got.
don't have no Dogecoin?
I got cash money, motherfucker.
All right. You got cash money.
I mean, I got some Doge. I'm trying to save up for some Bitcoin.
You got some
You
Doge?
can get some fractional shares of Bitcoin, but I don't have any.
You got if you got a full share of Bitcoin,
I do not have a full share of Bitcoin.
I don't have a full share of Bitcoin. I got a little
Hey,
bit.
I got a bit of some coin.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but if you out there, if you got some Bitcoin and you want to hook a brother up,
What's up?
What's this stuff?
What's up?
let me know. I just need one of them bad boys.
Elon Musk has been all over the whole crypto thing. You know, Dogecoin to the moon.
Doge to the moon.
Don't and he was on SNL last week. Did y'all check any of that out?
I did not, but I heard a lot about it. I heard a lot of people were not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Not feeling it.
I just saw Bitcoin's price drop after his announcements.
Wow.
So I mean, Elon Musk has a lot of power with his words.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me. Because
Yeah.
like, who is this crazy man?
Willy Wonka.
For real. For real.
He I mean, like they did kind of. I mean, obviously people were kind of dogging it, but I mean, if you've been watching SNL for the past there we go, in the past 5 years or so, you know, most times you can talk trash about an SNL episode. You'd be good if you get one funny sketch, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And you know, they weren't really feeling the Elon being on the show in the first place anyway. You know what I mean? They tried to like boycott that shit. You know what I mean?
That's so wild that the cast was not like. Why would I would
For
not
what?
be? I would
And
not
there's
want to
no
be a
good
part of
reason.
something where like the cast isn't taking me in. I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't feel comfortable.
yeah, I wouldn't wanna be
But
there.
clearly, he didn't care.
Well, Elon
Or
Musk
didn't
also
know.
has Asperger's, so he's built different. You know,
Yeah.
he'll just be like, doing my thing,
Social
do my own
Yeah,
thing.
right. Makes no difference to me. I'm
Doesn't
still
make
gonna
any
show
difference
up.
to me. I got my rings on my finger. Yeah, no,
I
no.
didn't know that.
What he had Asperger's?
Well, that he has Asperger's, that the cast didn't want him there,
Yeah.
and that he's just so comfortable in awkward situations.
I
Yeah.
love that he did that. That just who cares about what other people think and say? Do you?
Do you?
Who
Plus, you
cares?
guys needed the ratings. You guys needed the ratings. Nobody was watching SNL
Right.
unless Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle,
Right.
Eddie Murphy was on it. So it's the first white guy that I've cared about on the show.
We can.
That host. Anyway.
He just stops talking.
Just edit it out.
that moment when you catch yourself in the moment. Moving on. What's going on out there, Natascha, in the world of celebrity, the celebrity world?
Well, I think that J-Lo and Ben Affleck are an item again. I mean, nothing's been confirmed, but I'm really, really excited.
Nothing's been confirmed.
I mean, they haven't confirmed
I haven't
it.
seen the pictures.
I've seen the pictures.
Nothing's been confirmed.
I'm trying to see a tape, though.
Natasha, J-Lack is back.
I'm
It's
here
happening.
for it. I am here for it. I love it.
J-Lack.
J-Lack.
I love it. I mean, I think, what was that video that he's in with her? Don't be fooled by the
J-Lo.
rocks that I got. Well, stop it. This is not Paris Hilton. I'm so done. I love it, though, because it takes me back. It makes it. I think the reason why so many people are excited about Ben Affleck and J-Lo getting possibly back together is it feels a bit nostalgic. Like, it takes me back a little bit to, like, middle school, high school days when they were together. So I don't know.
Just like 20 years ago.
Oh, relax. Let's not put an age on anything.
I'm just saying.
20 years ago, right? We're all in this together.
We're all
High School Musical, guys.
They're gonna die later.
Oh no. Oh
Oh,
no.
my.
We still got our good years left. No, I think J-Lo and Ben Affleck. I was Ben Askren. That's what somebody told me. Ben Affleck. But what about A-Rod? Like,
A-Rod is A-Rod.
They were supposed to be working things together. You know what I mean?
Were they? They
A-Rod is
broke
fine.
up, and then
A-Rod just bought. What team is that? What team does Anthony Edwards play for? Timberwolves?
I don't know, but
A-Rod just bought the Timberwolves, man. He'll be fine.
you know, he'll be fine. But but he's mad that J-Lo's with Fat Batman now.
stop it.
What?
I mean,
was he not looking kind of chunky in Justice League?
First of all, I didn't know that Justice League was 4 hours, and I started it right before midnight.
Yeah, yeah.
Awful choice.
That's okay.
Awful life choice.
Did you like it? Did you watch it? Did you enjoy it?
Well, I definitely enjoyed seeing Superman because that man is.
But you didn't like Fat Batman.
I don't even know.
All right, because you weren't looking at him
Of
because you
course
don't see
not.
fat people.
Fat man.
What?
You
Wow.
Did you see him?
I did
Okay.
see him.
All right.
I wasn't paying
All right.
attention
So,
to him.
There you go. You're a jerk.
Oh, I can do the jerk though.
Okay. What else we got out here?
Did we talk about the rocket, the Chinese rocket?
Talking about the Chinese
Talking about
rocket
Chinese
sports.
rocket.
Let's talk about some sports.
Talk about some sports.
I'm gonna pee while you guys talk about sports.
You're gonna go pee?
I have to so bad.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
be right
here,
back.
Here we go. Let's see what we got. Jake Paul. Jake Paul has been all in the combat news sports. He's been instigating fights with MMA fighters and whatnot.
Why
man.
would you do that?
Because he's an idiot. He's privileged and he's an idiot. But I think he might be singing a different tune. He recently took Floyd Mayweather's hats during First of all, if I'm Logan Paul, I'm mad.
Right.
I'm like, Jake, you taking all my smoke. You taking all the shine. I'm the older brother. You can't just take all the shine. The press conference was about Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather, where they was kind of throwing some barbs, A
little bit.
Floyd said, "No, Logan, didn't you go film dead people in Japan?" And Logan said, "Didn't you beat your wife?" They was throwing barbs and whatnot.
Shot for shot.
And then while they was on stage, Jake untied Floyd's shoes while they was on stage. I'm like, man, you tripping, dog. No pun intended, but you can you might get hurt. So then
Can't be playing like that.
they was playing, and Floyd was like saying, "Look, man, I'll fight both of y'all on the same night. Y'all tripping." And so then later on, Jake goes up to Floyd's like, "We fight us both on the same night. Fight us both on the same night." Got your hat. Takes Floyd's hat off, and all hell breaks loose.
Hell broke loose because Floyd and his team have been looking for a reason to fight someone.
Yes,
Like,
they don't ever get to do. Who tries Floyd?
Why would you try Floyd Money Mayweather?
That's like me walking up to Mike Tyson and slapping him in the face.
Are you asking for an ass whooping?
Yes.
Like, you got a death wish.
That if I wanted to die, that'd be the quickest way to do it.
It's like, hey, Mike, you a bitch.
You a bit death. You had that doggone.
Like, KO.
You knocked down watching the Michael Jackson concert. Next thing you know, watching Tupac and Michael Jackson in concert. Confused.
Just wake up with Pop Smoke next to you.
It's good,
Welcome
nigga.
to the party.
That's what you need, man. Yeah, so, I mean.
And then he got the tattoo and was like, with the black eye, I got your hat.
He had a black eye. He had blood all in his mouth. His shirt was all torn up, but he made millions of dollars. He sold gotcha hats, They sold out, He got a tat. He is a professional troll. You can't like I do respect Jake Paul for being good at what he does. I don't respect him for what he's doing. I cannot wait until somebody gets in the ring and flatlines his ass.
I didn't know that immaturity sells.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You think maturity sells?
I think I didn't want to believe it, and then to actually see it play out, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
You watched Flavor of Love.
Flavor Flav.
What was mature? What's mature about Flavor of Love?
You watched
New York.
What's mature
She
about
sucked that man's toes.
the city?
He sucked him dry.
Ew! Stop. Ew.
I won't entertain this any further. Why? Immaturity has always been rewarded, and Jake Paul has capitalized on it.
I hate when I see it happen and I'm not with it. I'm like,
I
know what I
feel
mean? I'm
that.
like, ugh.
Is it because he looks like a privileged kid?
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's
Yeah.
no, because if Jim Carrey did it, I'd be like, Jim Carrey's hilarious. Like, I love Jim Carrey.
But
like,
does Jim Carrey look privileged?
no.
Jake Paul looks like he's never wanted for nothing.
At all.
Yeah.
You know, and not to knock, that I'm just saying that like sometimes when you never want from it, sometimes you can't appreciate it.
True.
You might need your ass whooped.
Yeah.
All I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
All I'm saying. I don't know. But I'm excited about. It's the most exciting thing in boxing that's happened in years.
Mm-hmm.
Did Floyd get his hat back?
I think he got that back pretty. I mean, in the video, I didn't see. Jake didn't have that hat for more than 5 seconds before somebody snapped. He was just, I don't know. I didn't see him holding it for too long. I think Floyd got his hat back pretty early on. If not, Jake's an idiot. No, he would have sold it by now.
Yeah, he would have sold it.
He would have sold it by now. Yeah, or made an NFT. Ooh. On next episode, NFTs.
What the fuck are they?
What are they? So what is it?
WTF.
This weekend, UFC fights. I'm excited about fights. We got the light heavyweight. No. The lightweight belt is up for is up. That's Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler fighting for the light. That's Habib's old belt that he gave up. That's Connor's old belt. But they're fighting, and then Tony Ferguson is fighting Belal Dariush. Really excited for that. It's really hard. One thing I do like about watching the UFC is I get really good at saying like foreign names.
I love that.
Really
It just rolls off your tongue so beautifully.
I just get it.
Was that Turkish? You did that really well.
Scandinavian.
That's where my knowledge fades away.
Just making up places.
Fades away.
No, it's a place.
Well, guys, I think that's some of the main stuff we wanted to talk about. I do want to make sure that we get into the conspiracy corner. Oh yeah.
All right, guys.
Dun, dun, dun.
So this has been what's happening. Now it's time for what's really happening.
All right.
You guys know about Hollow Earth?
Oh God.
Okay.
Let me tell you this real quick.
Can't wait.
The entrance to Hollow Earth is inside the poles at Antarctica. Research Operation High Jump. They're going to take this down.
Okay.
They're going to take this down.
They're going to take it down.
Operation High Jump. Admiral Byrd in 1947. There are extraterrestrials living inside the Earth. It sounds crazy. Trust me. I'm saving your life. We have to steer ourselves away from nuclear warfare.
Okay.
How can
we
do my part?
do that?
What I have to say is, I have a few questions.
Many.
And I have all the answers.
I hope so.
Why has nobody ever been to these poles and jumped into Hollow Earth?
I think that Cardi B has been to that pole and she just hasn't told us about it.
Also, Montero, call him by his name, slid down that pole.
Ooh,
Straight to the
get that out of my head. I didn't want that in my head. I can't. I don't.
I mean, I'm telling you, man. Okay, first of all, real life true stories. You can't visit Antarctica. You can't visit Antarctica. Commercial planes are not allowed to fly over Antarctica.
What about private planes?
Private planes are not allowed to fly over Antarctica.
What about government planes?
Government planes cannot.
Who's guarding this?
So I'm so glad you asked. There's a treaty. There's a real life Antarctica treaty.
The Avengers.
That was signed in I Will Bite You. That was 27 countries joined the Antarctica Treaty so that no one country could own Antarctica. So there are only scientists down there doing Research. Real life true story.
Somebody went to Antarctica before, right? Somebody crossed Antarctica.
I was there last week.
So you gonna get bit. 27 countries have agreed no one country can own it. So like there's scientists down there doing research, but that's it. If you try to go to Antarctica, you're gonna be met with armed forces because you can't go to Antarctica.
From what country?
There are people who've been to Antarctica. I just saw an interview with the guy who traversed Antarctica, almost died.
He didn't. He went to like 1% of Antarctica.
Probably
because you can't go over all of Antarctica. What General Byrd saw when he flew over Antarctica in his plane.
How did General Byrd get General Byrd?
It was in 1947.
That just happens to be his name, right?
1947. After the U.S. bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, General Byrd flew over in Antarctica, and what he saw was 4,000. Well, it was a vast expanse. It was a lush Greenland. He saw woolly mammoths, which were supposed to be extinct.
Right.
And then he heard a voice speaking with him telekinetically.
Okay.
It was the master. The master directed him.
The master.
The master directed him to
Master's
land.
up there?
You stop that.
Master, please don't get mad at me. I'm not in Antarctica. I promise. I'm not in. How you know Antarctica? I'm not in Antarctica. Go on.
The master directed the plane to go down and land, and they directed him and told him to go back and tell these world leaders to steer away from nuclear warfare, or else the world would be decimated.
Is that where Melinda is also hiding right now?
Melinda
Gates.
No, she in the bando with the rest of the trap boys.
Okay.
It's gonna be a hot girl summer.
Hey.
Shout out Melinda and Miss Bezos, former Miss Bezos.
Oh yeah, no, they're just doing it up right now. They pay ladies right now.
I'm saying
maybe. Hey, I mean, look, man. I don't know. I've never been to Antarctica personally.
Neither have I.
You know, but when I do go and I met with these forces,
you can't go.
You know, woolly mammoths were around the same time the pyramids were. Well, obviously, they were around in 1947. Well, cool. I can't wait to take a trip to Hollow Earth. If I can get out there, we know more about space than we do the ocean. So I'm saying, you never know.
I'm saying,
and also there's been a lot of stuff about UFOs being released recently.
Because they're true. The Chinese government confirmed the presence of UFOs. UFOs need a lot of energy to operate, and there's the most energy released when you split an atom. Hydrogen is one of the most stable atoms. You can find hydrogen in abundance in water, H2O. Aliens have found a way to split this technology and get this energy out.
And Kim Jong-un is an alien.
He's Rocket Man.
He is.
And he fell into the Indian Ocean.
Right. We are riders on a mission.
Rocket power.
Rocket power. But no.
It's okay. It's okay. Rocket power. It's the series is Rocket power. Hollow Earth, guys, that was Conspiracy Corner. Thank you, John Barnes, for enlightening the world. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. This is our first brand new episode. We'll see if people watch it. All right. Hey, we're going to put this on podcast. We'll see how that works out. And you can watch this whole thing on YouTube, or you can just watch the little clips that we're going to make. A whole lot of new things coming up. Before we get going, John, where can the good people find you, sir?
I'm going to rent a plane, and I'm taking an expedition. I'm going to go talk to the master.
There you go.
At Hollow Earth.
Okay. You go talk to the master at Hollow Earth. Hopefully he doesn't whoop you. Natasha, where can the good people find you?
Well, I've got a whole new name, so the good people can find me at Goofy German Girl 1. That's where you can find me.
That's right. You can find her at Goofy German Girl 1. As always, guys, you guys can find me at Plymouth Jones, at ScrewUp TV. Hey, guys, watch All We Got. It's a film that we did. It's on Tubi TV. It's on Amazon Prime. It is on YouTube. That thing that you're on if you're on YouTube now. YouTube movies. You can rent it or buy it on YouTube. Google Play. Check us out. Check out our sketches if you have not followed us on Linktree. Follow our Linktree on the links below. all that good stuff. This has been a lot of fun. I can't wait to hang out with you guys next week.
Right?
I'm excited.
All right. And until next time, everybody, we are out of here. Hey guys, Melvin Jones here. Thanks for watching our stuff. Thanks for watching our channel. Make sure you follow us on all of our social medias at ScrewUp TV. Make sure you follow our YouTube channel and you click the notification bell. Make sure you click that so you get notified whenever we drop a new web series or sketch or anything, really, anything. Make sure you follow us on Patreon. Patreon.com/ScrewUpTV, where you can help support us and make us grow. Screw up!